NAFTA, Canada, and the CTV story had the American political world abuzz today.
I just think that candidates owe the American people the truth.
That story detailed how a senior member of the Obama campaign called the Canadian government within the last month to say that when Senator Obama talks about opting out of the free trade deal, the Canadian government shouldn't worry. The operative said it's just campaign rhetoric and don't take it seriously. A similar but lower level indirect communication was said to have come from the Clinton camp, something that it denies. That caught the attention of Republican frontrunner John McCain.
I don't think it's appropriate to go to Ohio and tell people one thing while your aide is calling the Canadian ambassador and telling him something else.
This morning, the Canadian embassy issued this, a complete denial. At no time has any member of a presidential campaign called the Canadian ambassador or any official at the embassy to discuss NAFTA.
And yet, just yesterday, one of the primary sources for this story, someone at a senior level in the Canadian embassy in Washington, was giving CTV details of a phone call, even giving a timeline. He has since suggested that perhaps there was a miscommunication.
The denial from the embassy was followed by a denial from the Obama campaign.
Senator, campaign officials called the U.S. ambassador to Canada and say, don't worry, it's just campaign rhetoric about NAFTA.
The Canadian government put out a statement indicating that this was just not true. So I don't know who the source is. It wasn't true.
Obama has made attacks on NAFTA a centerpiece of his campaign to win the Ohio primary next Tuesday. Massive job losses in Ohio are blamed on the trade deal. And any suggestion that Obama wouldn't carry out his threats could tip the balance in a very tight race with Hillary Clinton.
Which is why it's important to the Obama campaign to have any stories about calls to foreign governments squelched, and why it's important for the Canadian government to distance itself from any appearance of interfering in the internal politics of the United States. And yet, amid all of the denials, sources at the highest level of the Canadian government who first confirmed that a call was made, late this afternoon reconfirmed that a call was made. Tom Clark, CTV News, Washington.